Lever up.
The engine.
Okay, now take the rope and put the rope in the engine. That's a pulley system. That's why. Okay, now press the button. And then get on the platform. And once you're on the platform, try to talk to Titty Poco and see about the lever, or you might have to touch lever and talk to Titty Poco. I don't know what's going on.
Titty Poco, when I tell you, I want you to copy what I am doing.
Copy.
Right. There it goes. Now pull it up, back up, and the thing comes down. Okay, and then you get on there. Get on the platform. And then talk to that person.
Okay? Copy.
There we go. Really tricky. The fire was just maybe not even needed. I don't know.
Over my dead body.
Okay.
Thankfully, Georges was the only one to notice me.
Where are they? The eclipse is about to happen.
Patience. Your mother will be here soon and Karzak will be close behind. Just keep the Yankee covered and leave the worrying to others.
Yeah, Raoul.
The maniacs were going to sacrifice Georges.
Shut up, Stobart. Just shut up.
Calm down. He's no threat.
Hey, Raoul, why don't you do us both a favor and shoot Pablo?
You're very funny, Stobart. I haven't forgotten Marseille. When Karzak cuts your heart out, I'll be the one laughing.
I'll bet I'm not the only one due for the chop around here either. Hey, Raoul?
I'm warning you.
Raoul was a bundle of raw nerves. I hoped Georges wouldn't push him too far.
Yeah, let's just talk to her.
It was Pablo, Karzak's right-hand sadist. There were a few sealed crates and drums. None of them looked like they might be useful.
Is there an ammunition
Karzak's
belt?
goons had left an ammunition belt lying around.
Take that down too. Take it and then go back down the pulley. Down the elevator. There's nothing you can do right now. Can you go down?
General Raoul Graziento. I didn't fancy Raoul's chances once Karzak didn't need him anymore.
Yeah, seriously. Can you use the rope on the
It
elevator to
smelled
pull yourself
coppery,
down?
like blood. The whole place stank like an abattoir.
Yeah, just go down. Okay, so we have the ammunition. Do we take the ammunition belt and put it in the fire?
No way was I going to...
Self-immolation was not her style.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, you throw the ammunition belt into the fire.
Into the fire. That's what you use it for.
Yeah, it'll take out a distraction. Now you get to go up the...
What's that? What's happening?
Trouble.
Give it up. The pyramid's surrounded.
I'll find out what the trouble is. Watch Stobart doesn't pull any tricks. If he does, shoot him in the head, not through the heart.
Why does it matter? He'll be dead either way.
His heart belongs to Tezcatlipoca.
That's not true. We just had dinner a couple of times.
Okay, now as Nico, go back up the ladder. Oh, there you go, and talk to the general. Or she should have saved first.
Drop the gun or I shoot.
Please, don't hurt me.
Don't worry yourself. My finger isn't loaded.
Nico, what are you doing here?
Firstly, I'm going to set Georges free, and then screw up Karzak's scheme.
No, I can't let you do that. Karzak has promised me power.
Raoul.
Yeah, tell me
The
about
only
it.
thing
It's one of the
Karzak
least.
doesn't
It's
offer
one
is
of the
death.
the
You may
least
want to
favorite
ask Woody,
things I
except you can't. Karzak
have to
murdered
do
him.
You're
is clean the
lying. He is
bathroom.
in Europe.
Agreed.
Sure, he's in Europe. In London, on a mortuary slab with 2 bullet holes in him.
But Karzak promised. When he frees Tezcatlipoca, we'll all be granted great power.
Listen to her, Raoul. Karzak's insane.
I don't know. I need to think.
You've let your mother do your thinking for you up to now. You need to think for yourself. Your mother and Karzak think alike. There's only one expendable member of the plan left, and that's you.
No, Pablo.
Never betray me.
Oh, I'm tired of trying to reason with you, Raoul. Titipoco. Watch this man, and if he makes a move, shoot him with your gun.
He has a gun.
It was a stone table. Given the history of the place, I wondered... Hold still, Georges. I don't want to sac...
Do we have our knife?
You have no idea how glad I am to see
Yeah,
you.
he
They were
suddenly
going to
gets
cut your
kidnapped,
heart
and
out.
he's just
I
kind of
think I can guess. We can say
He got
that
kidnapped,
onions
like,
for later.
at
We've
picking up the
got to
stone,
move.
his stone.
Come on.
No. It was completely unknown whenever that happened. Just sort of,
We're
Okay.
safe.
This is a dead end.
We're toast.
Okay, now we've got. I cleaned the floors. Clean the floors on
I
these
know,
because the
Titipoco.
bathrooms are small
I'm
and
not too
awkward. And the
happy
wife
here
still
either.
asks
He knows
why
this is
not use the
Tezcatlipoca's
floor
plan.
shark. She doesn't understand the
house of
floor
the
mop will clean
enemy.
those
Well, we
floors
can't stay here
properly.
like
You
rats
can
in a
come clean my
trap.
And
floors
we
too.
can't go out the way we came in. It would be suicide. I'll have a look round.
But if they're really
Maybe
small,
there's
I
another way
understand.
out. In the meantime, take this. It's the Coyote Stone. It might bring you luck, I hope.
Yeah, I know you're good.
You managed to recover the stones from the village? Then we might have a chance after all. Incidentally, what would Titipoco have done if Graciento had moved?
Titipoco? Nothing. He's given up violence.
I remember who Titipoco. That's the little guy that we rescued in the
On
warehouse.
the wall
Okay.
was an intricate pattern in blue and gold. This was a time for action. It was Titipoco. This was a time for...
Okay, who's got the
By the
stone?
door was a pattern picked out in blue.
Okay, there's gonna be the stone puzzles, obviously.
There was a large image on the wall of a man in ceremonial garb. More usefully, there were also a couple of levers. The pattern seemed to have only religious significance.
Do you have the stones in your? You gave it away to George.
one. The coyote one.
Put the coyote stone
George?
someplace.
Yeah?
There was nothing.
The time to put the stones is here. There's 3 places.
Oof! The lever was very difficult to move.
Right click on the pattern.
Heave! Still no. There was a large image on the wall of a man in ceremonial garb. More usefully, there were also a couple of levers.
What do we have in our inventory to move levers?
The lever...
Hey guys, help move these.
Georges?
Yeah?
Yeah, seriously,
George,
George, you
I
gonna
can
stand
only
around with
pull
your
one
thumb up
lever
your
at a
ass?
time,
I
and I
mean,
think
get
we-
over there
Okay.
and help. Jeez, Maneezus. 3 levers. 3 people.
Maybe it's just 2 or something.
Titty little Polka's got to get up there and... Oh, well. We should have had one buddy stay behind. I'm thinking he's dead.
Raoul, there's something suspicious. This sacrifice. Where is it?
Went for a walk.
Nico was here with Titipoco. They set him free. I couldn't stop them.
You idiot! I should have strangled you at birth.
See?
Titipoco's gone soft. He wouldn't have hurt you.
I know that.
The darkness of this hun is almost upon us, and we have no sacrifice to appease this.
Guess who's gonna be
Have you
sacrificed?
any idea what your incompetence will cost us?
Looks like it's
I
starting to
think
get dark.
so. And I'm glad.
What?
The Mayans weren't fools. Tezcatlipoca should stay exactly where they put him.
Oh, they're gonna
Finally
kill
got
him.
some backbone from somewhere, huh? Shame it's so late in the day.
I'd rather die than see you and Karzak with that devil's power.
Fine, we're still a sacrifice show. See, the eclipse begins. Pablo, kill him! This Catlipoca can feed upon his yellow heart.
Nico was right all along, but it's still not too late.
Shoot,
Come on
Mom.
then, Pablo. Let's see who sacrifices who.
Okay, good.
Okay, so I'm gonna guess that
What
General
place is this? I was in
Crescento
some
is
sort
not
of
going to be the victor in
strange
that.
room. Tiles and dials. The priests who designed this place must have known how to use them. I was going to have to figure it out for myself if I ever wanted to get out of here.
If you want to get out of
It was the great stone head that had spat me out. It reminded me of an ex-boyfriend. On both counts. The chute I'd arrived on was too steep and slippery to get back up.
Okay, start looking and clicking. The Mayan
The
machine.
room was dominated by
That's
an
what reminded me
enormous
of Phase
device, decorated with the usual Mayan motifs. It held two great discs, each covered in glyphs. It was the great
The Great Disc Machine.
Okay, so what is the purpose?
Yeah, okay, let's move more over here.
It was the great disc machine.
Do they need to match? See, there's the doors to get out, so. Or is it tiles? There's
There
tiles.
were
in-
several tiles with glyphs on them.
Do we have to put it
There
in?
were several. The tile didn't want to move.
Does the thing turn when the tiles turn
The
when
tile
you turn the
didn't
wheel?
want to move. The tile didn't. There was a statue of a monkey, some sort of religious significance. The monkey held a board containing more tiles with colored glyphs on them.
The monkey.
Monkey dots.
That's the door to get out. So when you spin the wheel, do the tiles change? And do we have anything in our inventory that can help us?
Got these everywhere.
I'm sure once we soil ours from being stuck in there, we'll have plenty of time to change the underpants. Go see if that changed anything on the other one.
I don't know if it's changed
Was
there.
it
No,
changed?
it looks like a Delphini or something.
I wish the game board was bigger, but I guess I'll be using this as my guide. If I could see some kind of reason. Hold on. The green stone's in the middle.
Some of these. These
The tile didn't want to move. There were several tiles with glyphs on them.
yeah, and then some. It looks like
But when you went
nothing or
back,
missing.
on the other wheel, first wheel you spun. Okay. All right, now let's look. We got the green. The other one's way down there. Is there any way to... inner turn the circle?
You got some of these that look sort of marked out. That one seems to be sort of this kind
See,
of
I think that's the other wheel.
X or something, but that seems to be sort of a blank X there. Well, some of these seem to be like trying to pair up things or something.
Maybe they have to pair them up like where they are on the two wheels. So, okay, so if the take and is this one over here somewhere? This one there?
Okay, some of these look like you got some of these symbols and certain things are either that's how they are or blanked out or something.
Turn the wheel until that thing is at the top.
Now, do you want them top or do you want them maybe they need to be facing each other? Or
Maybe
something?
we're gonna try the facing each other, I guess. Maybe the green one would be a better reference. And then what's underneath the green one? Okay, so it looks like that one with this one. With the cross. Keep going. See, I'm not sure if they're supposed to be on top of each other, like one is up and the other one is down.
The tile moved slightly.
Okay. We got one of them. And so I guess if we get another one that is okay, I think this one.
And what is supposed to be?
Okay, so now you want
Go
to
ahead.
I'm gonna go help her. Make sure she doesn't go try it. So this one you want to get this one facing.
I'm not sure even sure what you're doing.
You're able to move once you okay, do it again. So oops.
Which one am I trying to get to?
Okay, so you got this one and that one.
Okay.
Now you should be able to push in this one.
So we need to get all of them done?
I guess.
Now that undid that one in the middle.
So that one seemed to pop out, unless you need to do them in order or something.
Well, that's what I'm
I don't know.
thinking, that it has to be in order.
The tile didn't want to move.
Okay, let's go back here. Okay, so turn that. Okay, so I think the order, let me go over here. I think the order is on this other wall. Let's take a look.
Well, I guess that makes our naughty parts tingle.
Yeah, naughty parts. You got that there, Mike Cade. Okay. Hold on, because I think, is there anything with a plant? Okay, that's got a plant. Is there, and that one, I'm looking for one. that has, okay, so like that, and that plant on top, and then these two pieces here. Oh, Chad, I've got it. Okay, so it is, that's why, okay, so we'll look for the plant and the little one thing. If I can find it. Okay, we got the plant. And we need to turn this wheel. Oopsie. So what is that underneath? Is it that thing? Yeah. But we missed it, so we're going to be spinning it around for a bit here. Okay. Okay, and then this one. And then this one. Okay, now let's go press this one in place. Okay, so that had the plant and the head. And let me step back, take a look if that's what I got going on here. Okay, we got the plant and the body. We need a little feet and this. So now we need this one with the tan and the little propellers or whatever. Dang it. Go back this way, Nico. Okay, so it's tan with the little, so we need this one on the bottom. I don't know if we need the white one though. I'm not sure if we need this one. Hang on. Go to, does that have green on it? Okay, so we got go back over to this one right here. Does that have green on it? No. Okay, so this one is just the plain tan. So now we need tan and propeller. We can get the propeller because that's coming soon. So turn it.
Or is it like pressing several of those? And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
go over
yeah,
to the
yeah.
big one?
Yep, exactly. That's what I'm doing. I noticed the pattern. It's actually a really fun puzzle. Boobies! I don't think boobies work anymore, do they, Mike?
Naughty parts.
Naughty parts did. Okay, and then we're going to turn this until we have the tan one up. Oh, but it's the other tan one, so I missed it. It's the flat tan. The flat stone. Keep going. And keep going. Okay, now let's see if we've got the right one. Which is this one. See if we can push it. See, so now that looks right. There's the tan. So if that one's pushed and that one's pushed, now this tile should push.
The tile moved inwards.
Okay,
and
now you
clicked
do it.
home.
You're going to be faster. Okay, so I just want to prove to myself. So the next one has
Be
the
able to get
that
this
one. So start with that one. Whatever should be underneath. I don't think it matters. You just got to have those. So get that one then. So the flower is what needs to move. No boobies, not this time, huh? I don't know if I turned that off, Mike, or not. And that's not even like that's my own creation. Okay, there we go. And now go on the other one. This was actually a lot easier puzzle. Someone wrote and said it was a stupid puzzle, but it actually makes a lot of sense.
There have been worse.
Okay, so now go and click on that one. And all the other
Now you
stones.
listen to me, mister. God did not put me on this earth to be awakened by filthy suggestions from a foul-mouthed hooligan like you.
And that should move. Okay, it didn't. Okay, now what else is on
we
here?
have
So we
this,
have
And
it's
it looks like kind of a.
this one. It's got a swirl on the bottom, and it's got the tan and the light tan on top. So that's what you go and spin on the wheel. It's got green on there, though. Yeah, I guess the green would be.
No, it's
No.
this one. It's this one, the middle one.
Yeah, yep, try the middle one. Yep, agreed. It's this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Like I said, it doesn't matter the order in which you spin the wheels as long as before you press the button, they're lined up. I'm pretty proud of myself, actually. I came up with the puzzle solve on my own. Hey, AC White Raven. Welcome. Yeah. The overlay has got the Capmon kitty under it. Okay, we got that one. So
Okay,
now we
something with
need
the X.
so the
and
X,
the-
but it's okay. So it's the
hot
tan
dog.
and the light tan. So that first one at the top is and the lines underneath it, right? Or is it? Yeah, it's got to be the lines underneath it. Did you call it the hot? You call it a hot dog? Okay. So it's that one.
And the other one is the 3 dots, so it's this one.
Yeah, that's what I was pointing out to you. I was ahead of myself. I was actually looking underneath it first. So the 3 lines are right there. So you're going to have to spin that wheel. Okay.
Spin round, spin like a man wheel, round.
You know what's funny? This puzzle really wasn't that bad. I don't think most people would have liked it. All right, go ahead.
The tile didn't move.
Oh, you got to do this one on the top
Oops.
first.
Oh, yeah. Gotta press it first.
And now the tile on the bottom. And it looks like the last one is
Okay, it looks like it's probably.
that headgear right there.
thing.
Yeah, start with that one.
And then that is this one.
It's green on the top. Yeah, that's got to be it.
Is that bottom one?
The bottom one is this shoes or something, or hold on, is it that one?
I think it's this one.
It might be. Yeah, that looks more like it. Mm-hmm. Hey there, you better. How was your lunch? And yeah, we're making good progress. We actually solved this Mayan machine without cheating. So I'm pretty happy with that. And I solved it. I'd be more happy. Nice. I need to get some lunch myself. Okay, and then so then we need this one with the green and the little green feet on the bottom.
Yeah. So
Hey, turtles. Yes. Hi, Medicine Hat is here. You know what? Something's driving me crazy. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, these goddamn overlays. If you see the word overlay, will you let me know? God dang it. Take it down.
That says overlay.
Yeah. It's the overlay that is keeping the cap among Kitty from. Okay. And Turtle said, yeah, doing well. Overlaying it, always over freaking laying it. I'm so sick. You could put a new game on, the next thing you know, you've changed the overlay. It's like, why? Why is the overlay moving? Okay, let's finish this puzzle. Get this door open. So there's the little feet.
Okay.
And then it was the...
It's like green with brown.
Yes, green with the brown on the top. Meanwhile, it's awfully lit in there. I was thinking that scarabs should be eating you by now, but so you're just waking up and enjoying a cup of coffee. Wow. Nice way to spend the Sunday. And how you feeling, turtles? Are you doing good? Someone please tell me that video editing in the end is worth it. It is not worth it.
There it goes.
No, actually, it probably
Voilà,
is, my
George
Kate.
once told me that there's an act to finding secret doors. I think I'm beginning to get the hang of it.
Score for Mel.
Okay. That was 3%.
And like I said, I saw the pattern, so I was like, yay.
So I thought, this is it, you know? This is true love. Anyway, I have to leave for a few weeks, and when I come back, what do I find? Damn right. And with who? Labano, that creep.
Huh?
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
So are they also stuck down in some kind of puzzle? So I have done a little bit of video editing, and I have a tool. It's a NCH or something like that, and I use it for like grabbing like sound clips and things like that.
Looks like another dead-end Titty Poco.
I also
Any
used
ideas?
it to do like my own Be Right Back screen before I found out about
I
the
was
clip
hoping
viewer.
for something a little more constructive. Never mind, I'll have a look around.
Light the torch.
With what?
He has a lighter.
Good. Titty Poco, how does he know that he's gonna light the torch? Do you have a lighter?
Got a match?
Look, I need to light this torch. Can you do something clever with a couple of sticks or flint and tinder or...
Or maybe a lighter. Ta-da!
Or a cheesy novelty cigarette lighter, as it turned out.
Okay, is there something, it's so dark, but is there something we can put
A
the torch...
really creepy statue. The figure held a skull and a bowl, probably for a heart to go in. Yuck! The only thing you could do with the statue was sit on it. And Titty Poco had beaten me to that.
It's really hard to see, but to search for the pixel...
I had nothing else I wanted. It was Titty Poco, a new friend and
Titty
a good
Poco.
husband.
It does. It's the only thing he says, though, so we think that's his name. We're making
The
assumptions.
only thing you could do...
Do we have something to make the torch even more? Oh, yeah. Would you
I
like some
didn't think
panties? He's not going to be interested. I already tried to show him the panties
The
earlier.
only thing you could do with the statue...
Can you go straight ahead with your torch?
The only thing you could do...
Like in the distance in the cave. Is there's something clicking over by George?
Yeah, there we are. Lever.
Pull the lever because levers
well,
are
otherwise
safe.
he wasn't doing it.
Well, there was nothing else to do around
Are we
here,
going to go
so
through the whole game with? I think I don't know. I don't know,
Nothing's
people.
happened. Oh, I hate that. Don't you hate that? Titipoco? Oh my...
Okay, all right. That was meant to happen.
And then suddenly appeared. I think that was a weird glitch.
So poor little Titipoco is somewhere trapped in this
I
thing.
had no idea where I was, no idea where the others had got to, and time was running out to stop Karzak.
Way to go,
Still,
George.
I wasn't dead yet, so it wasn't all bad news.
And he also has the torch.
Question mark.
All right, let's put the torch in the lever. Pull the lever. Oh, there's another lever. Should we pull that? Traps were like, hurry up.
A stone slab that must have weighed tons sealed the door.
Okay, perhaps we could put the lever, pull the lever again, Chet? Do we just leave the torch on the ground?
Charming.
Holy crap, this is getting really pretty.
Lovely. Looks like my school gym teacher. Another huge stone doorway.
And yet
To the left of the
another
door was a
lever.
stone lever.
So I'm wondering if we're in a labyrinth. Torch is abandoned. I know. Poor little Titipoco could have used the torch, couldn't he? George the jackass dropped it. Oh no. Well, that's the end of that. Gee, I wish we had a torch.
Yeah, it stays lit.
Every time I think this place can't get any spookier, it does. How rapoosh. The carving reminded me of Lane for some reason. There was nothing I could do to...
I wonder if that's Lane Labino.
Yes! Finally! I'm out of here.
Oh, wait a minute. That's where we started. There's the torch on the ground. Do we pick the torch up at all?
The torch was fine where...
Okay, the torch is going to be fine, burning on the floor for all eternity. Okay, and can you put the torch in the torch holder?
Well, I'm trying to see if we can light it. Okay, let's try this again.
Maybe I'm just carrying a torch for it. That was such a bad joke. I need Mike Cade's game loser score. All right, now the torch is like, fuck you. All right, can we grab it here? It's lit. All right, whatever's going on, it's lit. Maybe we lit the next
Once
room
more
too.
into the...
Yay, George takes the torch. Score 1 for George being smart for once. You don't go down into a dark date place unless, oh my god, this is a beautiful game. All right, do you put the torch in the... Pull the
There was a lever
lever!
camouflaged within the wall design.
Pull the lever, pull the lever. Maybe the wall in front of us will open.
Cool. Onwards and downwards, Mr. Stobart.
There you go. Never worry about everybody else who's like trapped inside the pyramid. Homeboy seems to be one of those snotty realtors. Yeah, he really is kind of snotty.
Yeah,
This
he's
was
a
it.
lawyer, I think.
This was it.
Pyramid
the Pyramid
Central
Central.
Chamber. Its dark heart. Once before in my life, I'd stood in front of a door and thought, this is it. If I go through there, I'm going to die. I'd been wrong then. I hoped I was wrong now. This was the door that led to the Central Chamber. And the smoking mirror.
Good. Moving right along.
Just gonna drop the
Torch.
torch on the ground.
You could use a torch as a weapon. Okay, there. We all arrived at the same time. Oh,
Yeah, he got there. That's nice.
okay. He's ripping out his own heart. titty poke. Oh no, yeah. Oh boy. Something's coming. This poor dude who needs some new panties. Save Titty Coco. Bye, Mommy. Please don't pick him up and let him put his stone in there. Alright. Kick his ass, old ass. It's the end of the world as we know it. Oh, well, George, you got one last chance. You shall not pass. Get your ass back in there right now, buddy. That is the adventurer's answer to no hands. If Chet puts his up, you'll see that. Neither one of us touched that. It was a total cutscene. But if you thought we did it, hey, yay! Ow, well, that was a hell of an ending. We ran on a budget and had no more money for anything else. Score one. We beat Skeletor. He got Death Star and tasered right back into the mirror. It's like, get your ass back in the mirror, boy. Mike says, put another one on the board. High five. Upside. It ended rather abruptly.
It did.
I felt like
The end. Like,
no kisses for George and Nico. No throwing the panties. The panties were, in fact, the red herring of the game. But
And
boy, we had a lot of fun with that red herring for quite a while.
score. Do you have to kind of wonder, like, wait, how'd the other guy get down there with no problem?
The other, you know, one of the villagers got like destroyed during the. I mean, I don't know if there was a bad, if one, you know, who that was that outside. Was he a bad guy and he just got, you know?
I thought that was Pablo. And they didn't
Was
seem to,
that was Pablo walking naked?
running off.
Oh.
Oh, that guy? No, I don't know. Good question.
It was
Yeah,
okay.
Then they did have some kind of weird. Yeah, I'm kind of almost wondering if they did kind of run out of it.
They ran
There
out
were
of
a couple-
they ran out of
couple
money.
Things that seemed like it was a little.
I mean, they
a
could
little
have
off.
ended it with a traditional hero ending. You know, we'll let these credits run, see if there's anything beyond it. But
It wasn't like a cliffhanger type thing either.
no, but you do have another broken sword, but there was no leading toward it or anything. Of course, there was no leading toward this. This was 2 years or 6 months. I don't know. Sometime after the first one, he goes home because his father is sick, and Nico goes on her life. And then they have a meeting, and this leads into all of this because she's a reporter, and it leads into this mystery. But it felt like a downer because it was done. Untraditional, where they show the dude returning, tried to sell the property, but doing a really bad job. Yeah, nothing. I mean, the last puzzles were cool. Personally, I think I would have liked to have been able to use the rock in the panties and throw it at the guy and knock his ass back in the mirror or something like that. You know, who knows, right?
Yeah, one thing with these games, it doesn't feel like that there's alternative solutions to things.
No, it's very linear.
But it does at least, it seems like when you're in a spot, like you're sometimes freaking out, like, oh no, we screwed up or something. And I think it's generally like once you're in an area, you can't necessarily get yourself into a dead end. Like, oh, you forgot to pick something up at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Which,
so
with some of the earlier Sierra games, you could certainly do that. Like, oh, did you forget to pick up the cartridge?
I know some guys who would love the panties thrown to them, especially if they're used. Medicine Hat has said, okay, so I found out what the panties are used for. What are the panties used for, Medicine Hat? What did we miss that we could have lost the panties
Or
way
is
back
it just
when?
for a
It's
Easter egg or something?
It's after we soil ourselves after seeing that guy, huh? There was a pair of white panties too, and they didn't have any
White
need.
undies, yeah.
Tidy whities, and they weren't used for anything either.
Yeah, you tried to pick up like one of those stones, but it was like too hot, and tried to use the underwear, and she's like, oh, they weren't thick enough. So you had to try to... Apparently in the first room in the game, we needed to pick up the hot cylinder to make that fire extinguisher. You wrapped it.
I did that.
Pick it up safely.
I did that. Maybe.
Okay, so the rest is just a gag for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so the rest was just, yeah, I did that in the beginning. But I thought it was funny how they let us keep the panties. I was like, okay, well, if they're going to let me keep the panties, I'm going to show them to everyone I can and get a reaction. So I may be on an island of my own, but the panties creep the F out of you. Which ones? The tidy whities or the ones with the black heart and the red panties? But that was it.